everybody, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. We are live with Insurance Plus, where we are hosting our 10-part video series entitled Experience the Plus. This week's Agent Spotlight is Pat Tollefson. Pat, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, you're so very welcome. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So what type of insurance do you specialize in at Insurance Plus?
Well, I am of course, independent insurance agent, as we all are, but I do commercial or business insurance. But I also am a little bit unique because I do personal lines. That means your home, your auto, your toys, your boats, whatever. And then also I do life insurance. So I kind of touch them all. So I'm a one-stop shop. And if you need something more, someone here can help you.
Absolutely. That's awesome to have such a, wide range that you can kind of help people out with. How many years have you been at Insurance Plus?
Oh, I am going on my 18th year. So
Wow.
I've been here for a while. Yes.
Wow.
Took a while to get here, but I'm going on to 18 now.
That really does seem like a common theme at Insurance Plus, with a long-standing history of insurance knowledge with all of you agents.
Yes. And we really enhance each other. And I know the others have said it, but we truly are a team. And then that's why it's easy to say we have almost 100 years experience within our walls. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's probably not something that at least one of you have seen or heard of. So as far as the, the oddities that could happen in insurance, I'm sure at least someone has heard of it or, experienced it. So,
well, and
along like that.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say along that line, because of the companies that we work with, there's always someone that we can reach out to from the insurance company that they've pretty much seen and heard everything. So that's the relationship we have.
Love that. What do you like best about your job?
I like the relationships that I get to build with my clients. I get to help them protect their assets, what they own, what they have, what they're going to achieve, and just be able to help them feel secure and protected. That's mainly the relationships I have with my clients is truly something that I cherish.
What can a person expect when doing business with you?
First of all, lots of questions. I like to get to know my clients, and I like to get to know my clients' needs. And sometimes, unless you don't have a conversation and open up lots of doors and ask a lot of questions, you just don't know what the coverage needs to be. So it is a learning process, an educational process for them, and for them to educate me on what they are and what they're all about. So that's mainly what you're going to get.
Absolutely. So do you have the ability, like some of the other lines, to kind of shop the market and come up with the best possible rate for someone?
Absolutely. And that's the benefit of dealing with an independent insurance agent. We have a number of companies that we can go to. And we always say every company has their own favor of the week, or flavor of the week, I should say. It's something that not everybody wants the same exposure. Perfect example is habitational. Not every company wants to write an apartment building or a rental home, but some of them, that's what they do want to write. So for us to know which companies we can go to, and there's more than one, we can go, and then at least you get a competitive price.
Absolutely. That's such a great advantage for everybody.
Right.
Tell us a little bit more about you, Pat.
Well, I've been married 46 years. And as I always tell my children and my coworkers, game on, there's your challenge. So try to beat me. And I grew up in Minnesota. So I am a transplant to South Dakota and been here longer than I was there. My husband and I have 2 children, grown children. Our son lives in Fargo, has 2 children, he and his wife. And my daughter lives in Minneapolis, also has 2 children, she and her partner. And we spend a lot of time out at Roy Lake. We have a cabin out there, so I really am a lake girl in the summertime.
Oh, I bet you and Courtney get along really well. She
We
mentioned
do.
that as well. Well, that's
Absolutely. In
perfect.
fact, not far from where we are, so we can wave at each other when we're on the water.
That's awesome. So how can someone get a hold of you if they have some questions or just want to visit with you about potentially working with Insurance Plus and you?
Well, always call Insurance Plus, and we are becoming somewhat of a rarity. We still have someone that answers the phone and says hello, asks you who you want to talk to, and then transfers you to it. So, of course, call Insurance Plus, and online you can Google Insurance Plus, get me by email, and or out and about. I tend to spend a lot of time out in the community, quite active. So stop me anytime and ask me anything you need.
I love that. I love that. And of course, if you're watching this video live, you can absolutely drop a question in the comments below and we'll get it over to Pat to get you answered. As always, thank you so much for all of your time that you've given us today, Pat. And thank you, viewers, for tuning in for another episode of Experience the Plus with Insurance Plus. Have a great
Thank you.
day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.